Hey peeps, and welcome back to another episode here in the DOX Ascended series. In the last episode, peeps, we went ahead and finally got around to trading up a Mega Dreadnoughtus, and they proved to be honestly way better than I thought they were going to be. Our Mega Dreadnoughtus Banana Pepper Mark II was able to successfully defeat a tier 5 uber mega Dinotherium, and I was so impressed that I decided to spawn in another one for that sweet juicy Paragon experience. And if you watched the episode, you know that was a mistake that we did not live to regret, because what spawned was a tier 6 uber gigadesmotus. Now Tier 6 and the Gigadesmotus are both new to the mod, like brand new, and unfortunately, Mike is a solo developer and doesn't exactly have an extensive QA team. The community is his QA team, so unfortunately, the Gigadesmotus and its Tier 6 variant was not balanced, we'll say. It hit our poor Primal Rhinognatha for 770,000 damage, which, unsurprisingly, instantly obliterated my Rhinognatha, probably obliterated its soul as well, and then it proceeded to kill me, our beautiful, amazing Pygmy leech buggy, and as if that wasn't enough, it beelined it back to my base, where it then killed Banana Pepper Mark II, and yeah, everything we worked for in the last episode was annihilated, and 2 of our best creatures were also lost. So unfortunately, we have a lot of catching up to do in this episode. And I know you might be thinking, peeps, why don't I roll back it? I rolled back when we got stomped by the champion Manticore when dynamic scaling was released, because that wasn't balanced. So it should be like the same thing here, right? Because it's just another unbalanced creature. But I don't know. I feel like it's different this time. And the Gigadesmotus was nerfed, by the way, very quickly. I showed Mike the clip, almost exactly after it happened. And within less than an hour and a half, he rolled out a patch that nerfed its speed and its damage. So it's much more reasonable now. Still horrifying, but it's not hitting for nearly 1 million damage. So that's good. But it did spark something in me, peeps. The Gigadesmotus. What better creature to replace Anakin Skychopper than a Gigadesmotus, the creature that killed him? So I think that is going to be the goal. The end goal of today's episode is getting our own Gigadesmotus. But before we do that, we do need to do a few things first. Namely, we need a new Pygmy, because without a Pygmy, peeps, we are small potatoes. Pygmies do a lot of the heavy lifting when it comes to our damage and damage resistance. And as you can see, I already have a suite of Pygmies lined up and ready to go. Well, not Pygmies, but creatures to be turned into Pygmies, which includes our Legacy Alpha Dodorex. Let's go ahead and throw him out, or I guess her. And I for the longest time, peeps, I've been considering turning this into a Mega and using this as a mount, but unfortunately, look at that melee damage, 31 points. That's just insulting. I don't think this would be very good as a mount, especially in a world where we have Father Boog. Now, this next part, peeps, is going to be a little complicated, because I'm going to have to talk about how Pygmy scaling works, and I don't fully understand how Pygmy scaling works with the traits. So how the normal trait system works in DOX is you give a creature a trait like runner, and every single time that will always give 15% move speed and minus 5% damage. Every trait has a set amount. That is not the case for Pygmies. Pygmy traits scale based on their drag weight, and there's a lot of RNG involved. So let's say both of these guys were turned into a Mega Pygmy, and both of them had Mega Juggernaut as their Mega Pygmy trait. The B could have a Mega Juggernaut that rolled like 5% more damage, but also less damage reduction and maybe even a higher speed reduction. But the Hell Horse, despite also having Juggernaut, could be amazing, where it rolls crazy high damage resist, and barely any speed loss. So there's a lot of RNG in it, and the drag weight is what determines the range. So a creature with higher drag weight can roll higher. So long story short, if you're not following, which I don't blame you, because again, I don't fully understand it myself, if you're turning a creature into a pygmy, you want it to be a higher drag weight creature. So things like Gigas and Brackies, or not Brackies, but I guess maybe Brontos are good, but the cream of the crop for normal creatures that aren't primordial pygmies are the legacies. Each legacy creature has the same drag weight, and they're very high. I don't know the exact number, only Mike knows, but basically legacies are your go-to for creating pygmies. Now, I also found out, peeps, that coincidentally, the Dreadnoughtus shares the same drag weight value as the legacies, which is huge because obviously we can breed an infinite amount of Dreadnoughtus. So we have infinite attempts to get good mega pygmies. Whereas before I would have to, either tame a legacy or tame a legacy compy and turn it into a legacy token to then turn that legacy into a pygmy. That'd be a whole process. So it's much easier for us to do it with a Dreadnoughtus. Now, of course, Dreadnoughtus aren't going to be as good as a legacy pygmy because, of course, legacies come with their special abilities. Like the horse and the bee can summon minions. This guy can summon projectiles. You shoot fireballs, and you do all kinds of crazy things. So obviously, at the end of the day, a legacy pygmy will still be better, but it's still good to know that the Dreadnoughtus are still extremely viable. So I have a plan today. I have okay, I left it at base, but I think I have 4 or 5 greater pygmy kibble that we got from the last primordial that we killed, and that guarantees a creature will either turn into a prime or mega pygmy. So I think we're gonna grab all of that kibble and try to turn the legacies into megas, and if that doesn't work, then we're just gonna go hard on breeding Dreadnoughtus in and feeding them lesser kibbles and hoping that we get lucky and we get a good mega out of them. So yes, I'm gonna go grab that kibble and I will be right back, and hopefully we get good luck today. Hopefully that Dodo Rex turns into a good mega pygmy. That would be so nice, and it would save us so much time because obviously if it doesn't work out, we have to do a lot of breeding, and that would be unfortunate for the timing of this episode's release. So let's see, how much do we have? Oh, we only have 4. I was really hoping we would have 5. All right, let's go get out of the way, RG. Let's go get these things transformed. All right, peeps, so here we are. I went ahead and grabbed all of the legacies that we have because I figured we might as well just attempt all of them in this this moment. So this is the order of priority that we have. We have the Dodo Rex, Hell Horse, Bee, and then I guess Mantis. And then we'll use the lesser kibble for these 3 because they don't really summon anything, so they're low priority. And then I guess the Dreadnoughtus. And hopefully out of all of those, I just smacked my mic. I'm sorry if you heard that. But yeah, hopefully out of all of those, we'll get at least 1 good mega. And also, again, shout out to the trait planner. If you peeps are playing this mod with me and you're not using this, you're doing yourself an insane disservice. This will make trait planning for both normal creatures and pygmies a walk in the park. Please use that if you haven't been doing so. But yes, peeps, before we get into any traits, it's time to see how the RNG is treating us today. We did get the tech replicator in the last episode. I guess this happened from the first engram that we ate in the last episode. I'm not sure, but I did see it pop up, and you guys did point it out to me in the last episode, so we already have the tech replicator. But, might as well see what else we can get today. Let's see. Oh, nothing from the first one? Well, that's a good sign for our RNG today. The second one, also giving us nothing. Maybe I should just quit out right now and try again another day. The RNG doesn't seem to be all that good. Or we're using up all of our bad RNG early so that so we have good legacy RNG. That's what it is, peeps. That's what it is. So this is going to be trash. And Yeah, it is a Ceratosaurus. I don't want you. And a Fassalo? Oh, get these out of here. All right. Garbage RNG out of the way. Surely, right? Surely. All right, Dodorex first, please. Ooh, I didn't know you had that. Please, Mega Dodorex. Please, 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 peeps. All right, here we go. And, oh, it's a Mega. Woo, peeps. Okay. All right, now here we go. We've got Unique Wild Balance, Unique Wild Pygmy Prime Tough, and Pygmy Mega Bounce. We are already rocking a 46 damage, 25% damage resistance, and 17% speed. Now, is that good for a Pygmy? I don't know. I'm gonna have to plug it into the tracker, or rather the planner, and find out. But if this is good and it literally happened on our first one, then blessed. You're a blessed little dude. So let me see. I'm gonna write down. Actually, I'm just gonna take pictures of your stats, and I will be back to see if this is actually a good Pygmy or not. The fact that we didn't get any negative traits and all we got were the necessary traits is actually kind of huge, because that means we're gonna be able to tailor it to mostly our needs, because a Mega Pygmy will always have Unique Wild, Prime, and Mega, but it could also get Wild and Neutral. So the fact that it didn't is pretty huge. So let's see. Yeah, I'll just bring you peeps back once I do all the math and see if this is actually a good Pygmy or not. All right, peeps. So I do have some bad news with the Dodorex. As it would turn out, it's not that good, peeps. So with these 3 natural traits that I got, the Unique Wild Balance, Pygmy Prime Tough, and Pygmy Mega Balanced, it actually had lower damage than it should have, exactly on par damage resistance, and slightly better speed. So even though it was able to take 3 graders, even if we got a good Corrupt, I don't think it wouldn't be as good as our leech would have been. So I don't think we're gonna be using this Dodorex, peeps, which sucks because I would have loved to, but it got bad rolls, peeps. We did get just bad luck with its rolls, but you know, you never know. Maybe we'll corrupt it and maybe that'll do some good. Maybe it'll ruin it, but I guess we're already not using it, so we might as well just feed it. What I'm hoping for is 25 in damage. That's the only thing that would save this Pygmy, but we're probably not gonna get that. And no. All right. Yeah. Just more damage resist, which is not what we need, peeps. All right. Well, I guess let's move on to the other legacies to turn them into hopefully megas. Hello, B. And the B is a Prime. Not even worth looking at. This is also something I'm very excited for, because I don't think it'll summon its death worms as a Pygmy, but it will summon its wyverns, which could potentially be very good. So we'll see. And it's a Prime. Oh boy, peeps, get out of the way. Oh, something tells me we're gonna be here for a while. And Mega Dreadnoughtus. Let's see, it's got Tough, Runner, Juggernaut, Tough, and Balanced. All right, let's see, its stats are already 63 damage, which seems pretty low to me, I'm not gonna lie. 50 damage resist, basically, only 15% extra speed. So I know that speed is low. Well, actually, it might not be. I don't know. Let's plug this in to the calculator and maybe it'll be good. Actually, let's first see if it'll take 3 graders, because if it takes 3 graders, then that's obviously great. Okay, at least 2 into speed. The first one was into damage reduction. It took 3. And more damage reduction, which sucks. We need damage. Okay, but that's pretty good. All right, I will. Oh my God, he's huge. Look at this guy. That's awesome. I kind of want this to be a great Pygmy just because he's massive. What? All right, yes, I'm gonna go plug this in. I'll see you peeps in a little bit. All right, last Dreadnoughtus and just a Prime. All All right, peeps. So we have a decision here. One, we could either stick with the Dodorex, which I ran the math again after we did the corruption, which went into its damage reduction, I believe, and it's not bad. With traits, it's not bad. If we trade it all up with the accordance of the trait planner, we'll end up with 2.392 damage, which is basically 140 damage, 0.259 damage reduction, which is basically the damage cap, and 1.246 speed, which is an extra 24.6% speed. So it certainly wouldn't be bad. It would be slightly slower than the leech, have the minuscule amount less damage reduction, and about 20% less damage. So a definite downgrade, but the question I now face is that good enough, right? Is this good enough? And I believe it is, because at the end of the day, this is a Dodorex Pygmy, right? It's going to make up for the less damage by being able to summon eggs and cast fireballs and do its own damage. So I'm not really all that worried about the damage. The speed loss does kind of hurt, but would I rather just have this now and continue on with the episode, or try to min-max a Dreadnoughtus, right? I think I would rather just keep this. Just cut my losses and keep this, because once we start getting to Primordial Pygmies can roll to ranges that blow these guys out of the water. So I don't think it's worth super optimizing a Legacy tier Pygmy at this stage, right? Right? Maybe? I don't know, peeps. So I'm gonna go ahead, bring this guy back to base and trait him up, and hopefully I'm not wrong. I guess if I am wrong, I'll see you peeps once we do have a good Mega Dreadnoughtus. And oh, by the way, this Mega Dreadnoughtus, not good. Not good at all. And unfortunately, its corrupt gave it less damage resistance. So yeah, not using that at all. So yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and recycle all of these Pygmies, and I will see you peeps once we are ready to trait up this silly little Dodorex. Alrighty, peeps, we are back. I actually had to go breed up, or not breed up, but trait up another Giga, because we were actually all out of A brawlers, and we still are out of them, which is pretty unfortunate, because the A traits are pretty annoying to get, if I'm gonna be honest, peeps, because the only way to get them now is we have to feed creatures these base genetic strings, and we just have to hope that it gets A traits that we need. So thankfully, the first Giga did give us one A brawler, which was all we needed to complete the Mega Pygmy Legacy Alpha Dodorex Pygmy. Oh, all right, so yes, these are our final Pygmy stats. 139.23% damage increase, 74.11 damage reduction, and 24.57 movement speed. It is a definite downgrade in, I think, literally every stat to the Leech Pygmy, but, you know, we take what we can get, peeps. It's either that or I spend forever trying with the Dreadnoughtus, and like I said, we're so close to getting Primordial Pygmies that I just don't think that level of effort is worth it, and that this will be good enough. But yes, peeps, now that this is out of the way, it is finally time for us to attempt to go after a Giga Desmotus. Now, the Giga Desmotus only tames with, yes, the exotic kibble. I think you also need to feed it this to even allow you mounting it, and then also mating. So that's kind of huge that you can breed the Giga Desmotus. And this isn't a hard kibble to get, because one, we can craft it, right? Which is, yeah, right here. And all it needs is element shards, genetic strings, rare flowers, dust, berries, and a little bit of fiber. And also, you have a chance to just randomly get them from the mining forge. That's where we got all of this from. This all was from the mining forge. So potentially, peeps, we could get a Giga Desmotus and do some Giga Desmutations. Yeah, you guys like that joke? Was that a good one? Was that good wordplay? All right, listen, I'm sorry. I apologize. But yeah, so now, how do we actually get a Giga Desmotus? We can't just pull out the Dino Tracker and be like, gigadesmo, because that's just not how it works, peeps. How it works is we need to find megas and then kill champions, and then from the death of a champion, there's a chance that the Giga Desmotus can spawn. So let me see, do we have any more champion potions? Because we have a few of them on us. Yes, we do. All right, just give me all of these, because I don't know what the odds are for this, peeps. I don't know if it's low odds, medium odds, high odds. I'm assuming it's gonna be a slightly rare event, but you know, hopefully not rare enough that we won't get it in 17 champion spawns, right? And of course, we are breaking out the big guns for this one, peeps. Father Boog, because these champions are pretty scary. We also have a primordial Megapithecus vibing over there that we could potentially fight, but I don't know if I want to do that, peeps. Also, check out Astraeus. It looks a little bit different, peeps, and that is because I believe the desert update has come out today, which is very exciting. We're not going to check it out in this video. I'll save it for the next one because, you know, I want to stay focused on getting our Giga Desmotus today, or at least trying to. I'm not sure what the taming process is going to actually look like. My biggest fear is that it will just immediately aggro the millisecond it spawns, and then I'm just not gonna know what to do with that. But, you know, there's only one way to find out, right, peeps? And that's by actually, you know, getting a Giga Desmotus to spawn, and hopefully it's as simple as we just drop the exotic kibble for it, and it eats it, and then it tames, and oh, you know what? I should probably go eat some more hunter experience. That would be smart. Oh, gosh. Oh, right. I forgot. We have the Pygmy. All right, actually, yeah, let's see how much damage the Pygmy is doing. Oh, that's not a lot, peeps. I'm going to be honest. It bites for 94 damage. Oh, I mean, I guess the fire breath is not bad, but compared to our damage, it's really not good at all. And you gotta remember, peeps, that's gonna get heavily reduced by the natural damage resistances of primes and megas, so oof, that's not that great. But yeah, anyway, peeps, I'm gonna go kill a few megas, and I will bring you peeps back if we get a Giga Desmotus spawn. All right, peeps, first champion is, oh, okay. Come on, stop moving, stop moving, stop moving. Okay, so it's trash, but it is a Giga Desmotus. Okay, that happened on our first champion as well. So how do you think we go about doing this, peeps? Should we fly above it with a Rhino and drop kibble? I feel like that might be the intelligent thing to do. Let's leave Father Boog here. And let's try, oh my god, wait, Mega Champion. Oh, right, that's the Uteranus corpse. Okay, and then we just split and drop. And let's see, will it go for that? Because let's see, we have 59,000 hunting experience. There's another Mega Alpha. Yes! Okay. Now, unfortunately, it's such a low level. I didn't account for us having to also try to roll for a high level. But as long as it doesn't fly away... Oh, dang it. I just had to say something. Oh, wait, no. It, like, flew and then landed. Eat. Yes! Okay. So, did we just get lucky? And the first champion just happened to give us one? Or... is it actually a decent spawn chance? Because I imagine, you know, it's not that strong, right? 4,000 health, whatever, melee. Even if it did aggro on us, we'd probably just insta-kill this thing with even a basic melee attack, let alone something actually strong. So I guess it's fine if it's pretty common. And there we go, our first Giga Desmotus tamed. Now, unfortunately, you know, it sucks, but it is what it is. Oh gosh, wait, let's not lose the kibble. Or actually, maybe I shouldn't have tamed that because that did eat up a decent amount of our kibble. But yeah, there we go, peeps. All right, proof of concept, it has worked. Oh, what'd I get these from? What? Did I get this from the champion that I just killed? Because that's insane if we just got 5 high-tier bounty summons from the champion. Okay, you know what? All right, let's cryo up Father Boog and head on over to the summoning rock. And well, actually, first let's go back to base, put all this stuff away, and then I guess we'll go summon in these guys at the summoning rock. Oh, summoning rock, will you bless us with luck today? The beginning of this episode, not very good summons, but maybe, peeps. I mean, 5. This is a huge number of these to just randomly get. If champions can now start dropping these, that might actually give me a reason to start killing champions. Like, my biggest complaint with champions was there wasn't really much reason to go for them. But these, oh, peeps, you know I love gambling. This entire series has been basically gambling. So, we gotta see what good things we get. Right off the bat, it's a Tyrannus. Not even gonna look at that, because I don't care. I don't care about Tyrannus. Give us something interesting, like a dragon, or I don't know, something, or a second Tyrannus. I mean, that's cool too. All right, can we get 3? 3 Tyrannus? Manticore? Griffin? Nope, that's definitely a Manticore. Why did it just make Griffin sounds at me? Also, 280? Level 280? Oh, I guess it does roll up to 290. Okay, we have a basic Manticore again. I guess that's nice. Next up is a... Ooh! A max level Drake, dude. And the stats aren't bad. Great health, pretty mediocre melee, but great stamina. I hear Drakes are actually pretty fun to use now, peeps. I'm not gonna lie. And it's a max level. Hold on, this might be a pretty great pull, peeps, from this. Now, I believe if to breed the rock drakes, we do need a rock drake genetic string, so we can't just go crazy with rock drake breeding, but that is pretty good. What is this? Oh, a poison wyvern. Okay, that's not bad either. All right, we've got a manticore and a poison wyvern and 2 silly Tyrannus. All right, well, let's go ahead and I guess we'll keep these 2 because why not? But I'm very curious about the rock drake, because apparently the move that the rock drake can do, where it, you know, when you like click a surface while you're gliding and it rushes to that surface, apparently that does like absurd damage now, and I think it can even crit, so that might be really strong, peeps. Like really strong. I don't know, maybe in the next episode we'll have to take a little detour and mess with the rock drakes, peeps, because I'm telling you, I've heard great things. I've heard great things, and it's got good stats. All right, anyway, let me go put away this manticore and drake, and I will bring you all back once we get another Giga Desmotus. Oh, crap. What the hell? No, sir. What is that? A neophyte? No. I think not. I don't want to deal with that. What the hell? It has to be something from Lost Colony I just haven't seen yet. That's crazy. That's terrifying. Oh. No. Leave me alone. Oh, that's not what it, that's not good. Yes, Mammoth, hold him back. And no gigadesmo. my goodness, peeps. Hello and welcome back. For you guys, it's been no time at all, but for me, so much has happened, and I'm probably going to cut a lot of this out because I feel like it'd be way too confusing for you guys to follow in video format. So I'm just going to probably cut from the Broodmothers killing champions to right now because a lot has happened. A lot of changes have happened in the mod very quickly, and it all pertains to this guy right here, the Rock Drake. If you people remember, we did get this Rock Drake at the beginning of this episode, and I was pretty excited for it. And that was a correct thing for me to be excited about because the Rock Drake is probably my new favorite creature to use in the mod, at least right now. Also, how did you get here? Oh, I guess you're taking a bath. I don't think you can get out of there, buddy. I think you've now just doomed yourself to a Sims remove the ladder style fate. All right, well, we'll just observe this trike as it maybe eventually drowns to death. It might be deep enough for it to stand. But yes, peeps. So I guess let's start at the beginning for you guys. I'll give you guys the full lore. So obviously we were killing champions and megas with Father Boog to try the farm the Giga Desmotus. You know, the whole point of this video. Now, unfortunately, this little guy right here, who I got also name suggestions for this Dodorex. I don't know if I said that already, but you know, the name suggestions and also name suggestions for the Rock Drake. But this guy attacked a possessed Uranus and created 2 Seeker Mega Dodorex, and that was terrifying. We almost lost Father Boog. I was only barely able to get away and maneuver up the mountain to a point where the Dodorexes just couldn't figure out how to follow. So we almost lost Father Boog, and that was like the last straw because we already had a few close calls with Uber Megas spawning in and being very scary. Like we had like I think 2 Grendels spawn, like champion Grendels, and you peeps know the PTSD with Grendel Raptors. It runs deep. So thankfully we were somehow able to kill those, but it really came down to luck every time, and I don't want to lose Father Boog. So I decided to come back to base and finally trade up the Drake because I've been hearing great things about the Drake. I heard it was a sleeper pick, and I wanted to test it out. Worst case scenario is we'd have a new travel mount that would hit slightly harder than Huey, right? So I traded the Drake up, and I decided to make it a Mega Juggernaut because Mega Juggernaut makes it so you don't get slowed by things like webs, Lamantia poisons, or primordial stuns, all the stuff that normally slows you down, which is good because the Rock Drake is kind of a glass cannon. Like, look at that health, peeps. That is less than 20,000 health. I would have gone higher, but it got almost nothing per health level. So I decided that we would just deal with that and try our best to not get hit. And it worked out relatively well. The Drake is exceptionally safe. And then I figured out that not only is it very safe, it was incredibly, utterly, mind-shatteringly broken, peeps. It was beyond overpowered. I guess nobody has tried the Rock Drake on like the DOX official servers, and if they did, they didn't tell Mike about it because, well, I'll just go ahead and play a clip for you guys to see. So enjoy this.
You want to see me do it again?
Yeah, that was us doing well over probably 150,000 damage to a mammoth and then doing it again to its possessed mega variant. So yeah, I showed that clip on the official Discord, and the Rock Drake probably got nerfed, peeps. It wasn't supposed to be doing that multi-hit attack where it's supposed to only do 1 direct hit with the lunge and then 1 AoE hit, and it's supposed to do a decent amount of damage, but the fact that it was multi-hitting kind of made it insanely overpowered. So yeah, that got patched, and unfortunately Mike did a little bit of overcorrecting, and its damage went from nuclear bomb levels to coughing baby levels as the pounce was suddenly now only hitting 1 time and doing about 5,000 damage, which was far less damage than a single Broodmother spit projectile. So immediately the Rock Drake was crushed into oblivion, but thankfully Mike is a good mod dev and he did not want to leave the Drake in such a sorry state. So he updated it again, which kind of reverted the changes. The multi-hit was back, and it was able to do a lot of damage, like upwards of 70,000 damage in one lunge, which again was pretty busted. So he then updated it again to where it is currently at now, and we'll get to that later. But first, I want to address why this Drake's trait power is different than the Drake in the clip that you just saw, and it's actually because the Astraeos update wonkiness got to me. I thought I escaped. I was hearing people talking about not even being able to use their tames, having to shut down their servers for fear of corruption, and I was still playing like a little goober, and unfortunately, yeah, my save also got corrupted. Now, thankfully, I'm a veteran ARK player, so these two buttons are my best friends, peeps, because the crashes are frequent and devious. So in fact, I'm gonna go ahead and hit save game right now. And thankfully, I did have a backup save from 2 days prior to the save being corrupted, which was thankfully after we got the Rock Drake, but before we traded it up, which was actually kind of a blessing in disguise because I had 2 days of playing with the Rock Drake, and I was able to now build it and tailor it to more what I expected from the Drake. So now you can see we have a whopping 180% damage increase while reaching the damage reduction cap with actually negative move speed. One of the rare times where we've gone negative on our move speed, and that's because the Rock Drake really doesn't need it, peeps. It really doesn't. Like, this is still very quick, and it's more than enough speed to create distance and then loop back around to set up another pounce. And thankfully, because RNG kind of sucks, we had no Giga Desmotus spawn in, well, no Alpha Giga Desmotus spawn in during those 2 days. So really, I only gained from my save corrupting, which is an interesting, you know, thing to have happen. But yes, peeps, let's go ahead and now talk about where the Rock Drake sits on the pecking order. So this Rock Drake is a Paragon level 9. We're just about to hit Paragon level 10. And how the Rock Drake works now, peeps, is instead of getting that direct hit and AoE, you either only get the direct hit or the AoE. The game will tell you if you got the direct hit, and the direct hit multiplier has been increased. So we're looking at about an average of 15 to 20,000 damage, depending on the damage resist of the Mega or the Champion or whatever. And on normal creatures, it's disgusting. Like, let's go ahead and see if I can maybe hit this trike here. So let's see. We got this trike landed right here, and yeah, 153,000 damage. And you'll see at the top of the screen, it said direct hit, meaning we directly hit the trike with our body. Now, if we miss, we still get an AoE, which does less damage, but it's nice that even if we miss, we still get damage. And that's the main thing you have to look out about with the Drake, because all the Megas heal now, so if you miss one of those pounces and you have to go back around, you run the risk of the Mega actually regenerating a lot of its health. So the meta with the Rock Drake is to try to land as many pounces as you can, and if you're not feeling confident, just pull out an assault rifle or some gun and pop it once or twice to stop that healing from coming on. And if you do that, the Rock Drake is one of the safest and most effective creatures at Mega farming, because you kill a Mega, it spawns a champion on Father Boog or Darrow. If that champion immediately aggroes, chances are I have to either win that fight or I die, especially if it's something like a Manticore or a dragon, because then they're way faster than us. With some of the land creatures, Father Boog is actually fast enough to get away if we're spamming jumps, but with the Rock Drake, even if it's something horrifying like another tier 6 Giga Desmotus, we just fly away, and they just can't touch us because we're so fast as a Rock Drake. So the Rock Drake is so safe, it's so satisfying to use, and it might just be my favorite creature, peeps. And we're just about to get this guy to Paragon level 10, which means we're gonna finally be able to start spawning champions and resume the Giga Desmotus hunt. Also, this is really weird. I haven't seen trees here forever. Why have all the trees grown back? I don't like that. All right, well, either way, peeps, I'm gonna go ahead, fly around. We're gonna find some more megas. Actually, I'm probably gonna look for some legacies, because legacies give very good Paragon experience. So let's go kill these legacies, and I will see you, peeps, once we are a Paragon level 10. Oh, also, Primordial Megapithecus here, which I'm tempted to fight, peeps. I am tempted to fight, but I don't think that'd be a good idea because I don't know anything about what that guy does, and we're not even in Paragon level 10 yet, so I don't think I want to risk the Drake. But yes, I've done enough yapping, so I will see you all in a little bit. Oh, this is gonna be a hard one to hit. He's like weirdly in the trees. Oh gosh, yeah, 50,000 damage. Oh, if it's not a mega, peeps, without its dynamic. There's a second one here. There's two. I thought you were the same one. What the heck? We also got a Rhino here. Nope. Holy heck. But yeah, if you're not a mega, peeps, you're getting absolutely rocked by the Rock Drake. It's so good. Oh, and that actually got us to Paragon level 10. Dude, wait. What is this Paragon level? 30% damage increase, 28% reduction? Because that is nutty. Father Boog, yeah, Father Boog only has 21 damage increase and 26 reduction. That's crazy. Holy heck, dude. This Rock Drake is the chosen one. All right, well, I guess it's time for us to start killing megas. And hopefully we'll get a good Giga Desmotus. I've had plenty of time to farm up some more of this exotic kibble. So all we really need is Lady Luck to bless us with a Alpha Giga Desmotus. So I'll actually bring you peeps back for the first mega we see, just so I can show you guys how satisfying it is to use the Rock Drake. And I guess we'll also use a champion potion. We're running low on the champion potions, peeps, and these are non-renewable. I can't actually make more, so I've been pretty wary about using them willy-nilly. A tier 5 mega woolly rhino. Let's go ahead and yeah, let's get ready for this, peeps. Let's go ahead, put in all of our potions, as well as consume a champion potion, and this will be the first mega we kill with this Rock Drake, which is technically not that's actually not true at all. I've killed plenty of megas. This is the first mega we've killed as a Paragon level 10. But here we go, and boom! So there you go, 13,000 damage. So it's not insanity, right? Like, burst DPS wise, this still gets beat out pretty handily by Father Boog, but it's still good damage, and we're still very safe doing it, which is why I really like the Rock Drake. And now you can see, actually, we missed right there, and we didn't even get the AoE. I don't know why, but oh, we're overcharged, peeps. So here we go. We gotta make sure we line this one up good, and oh, he juked me. Oh, but we still got him anyway, and oh god, was that a Manticore? Was that the wing of a Manticore I saw? Oh, it's even worse. It's even worse, peeps. Oh, where is it? Oh, there it is. Oh, gosh. Tier 4. Yeah, we're not killing that, peeps. We can't kill that, unfortunately. This is the big weakness of the Drake, because obviously to kill things we need to do the pounce, because if not we're just biting, and the bite damage even against basic creatures isn't that high. So obviously against a flying creature we can't really do the pounce, which means any flying champion that spawns is basically a no-go. We could still do flying megas because, you know, usually the basic mega can be handled with just the bite. But yeah, something like that, that's not even something I want to attempt. And that's also something that I don't even want to attempt with Father Boog, because that is scary. Tier 4 means it can proc elusive, which means it can proc overcharged. And I mean, look at that damage resist, peeps. Just absolutely not. So that is unfortunately a dead champion that we'll have to just let despawn. But if it did spawn on top of us, we would have been able to get away. Whereas if it spawned on Father Boog, Father Boog would probably be dead right now, because I'm still, I don't know, it's only level 20. We might have been able to kill it with Father Boog, but now we don't even have to take that risk, and we can just fly off and continue searching for megas. And if I wasn't spending so much time yapping, we actually might have been able to find another mega before this champion potion ended. So I'm gonna continue to try to do that. And oh, whoa, Mega Stalwart Rock Drake. Wait, what? 791? Where is that? I need to know where that is right now. Because that could be awesome. Oh wait, there's a mega here. Oh, you're the mega? Of course you are, you stinky. All right, well, let's blow up this guy. We do still have our champion potion. That's crazy. What are the odds that it happens to just be a rock drake? Like, what? Oh, the statue blocked us. And a mega Yudi. All right, hold on. We might get a bunch of champions here, peeps. What is that? Oh, it's a drop. I think that mega Yudi is also here, peeps, which is pretty entertaining. Oh, but there we go. Oh, God. Oh, the fear. Hi, Yudi. And are we good? Oh, a mega Rhino. We could maybe kill that. Though I'm scared because it has projectiles, so it could crit, right, peeps? It could crit. Let's see if I can slam dunk it. Here we go. It's only a tier 1. And oh, we can. So that is a strategy we could potentially use. But hold on, we need to let's get some distance first and regen our stam. We got to play it safe. But yeah, that is a strategy we can use against flyers. A mega neophyte. Why are there so many megas right now? This is crazy. All right, here we go. And nope, just a normal bite. This guy's actually weak enough that we could just melee him to death. Poor rhinos, man. All right, there we go. He's dead. And that is a uber Yudi, which I don't really want to fight. I'd rather go, oh, yeah, that scared me, peeps. Oh, the Dodorex. The Dodorex is terrifying. Oh, there we go. And do we get another champion from that? Is it 2 Yudis? Oh, that's a Seeker Yudi. Wait, what? It did. Wait, what? I'm so confused. What are you? You're just a basic Yudi. You're the uber Yudi. You're a possessed Yudi. Everyone's a Yudi, apparently. All right, but here we go. Oh, wait, no, there's I think I just saw a champion Spino under me. Yeah, there's a golden champion Spino. All right, oh gosh, all right, you know, we have a lot to kill right now, peeps, a lot to kill. All right, should we go for the Spino first? No, probably not. Let's try and kill this Tyrannus. That'll be the easiest thing for us to do. And then we'll kill that Spino. Hello, Yudi. Oh, yeah, sometimes that works, sometimes it doesn't. But even against a Tyrannus, peeps, look how fast we're able to just get around and just completely obliterate it. Like, there we go, uber killed with no fear at all. And now we have this champion Spino, which is actually a tier 4. So let's go ahead and actually sippy sip all of the potions here, because a Spino tier 4 with 205 damage, that is scary. If we get stuck under that guy, we might actually die. So let's use all the potions, set this up, and there we go, 20,000. And how much damage is he doing to us? Not a lot. Oh, don't touch water. Let's keep him away from the water. Look how much damage that is. And then we're just out so quickly. If we don't get feared, which is obviously impossible if we have a fear potion, there's just nothing it can do. And we're gonna 3-shot it, peeps. Now again, Father Boo could just face tank this guy and obliterate his soul, but it's so safe to do it like this. It's so safe and it's satisfying. Like, this is way more skilled than having to just jump around and you know, spit balls of poison or whatever it is the Broodmother spits. It's so much more satisfying, and I like it a lot. All right, here we go. Insane whiff. Oh, but there you go, peeps. You can see he's already healing because we missed 2 in a row, so he's gonna heal back a lot of his health. So what I should have been doing was shooting him, or even just biting him with the Rock Drake to like hold off that heal. But let's see, this one will probably be the last hit anyway. Oh, what a whiff. I got his tail though, so that'll still delay the heal. But here we go. Give us a max level Uber Giga Desmotus. Come on, Uber Giga. Uber Desmotus. No, I don't think we're gonna get as lucky, peeps. Oh, my heart. Oh, the genuine jump scare. All right, well, it's not an Uber, but it is an alpha, and unfortunately, though, it is a exceedingly low level. So, yeah, probably not worth keeping. Oh my gosh, that was such a genuine, massive jump scare. All right, well, either way, peeps, I guess I will see you all if something interesting happens or if we finally get the Giga Desmotus. Hopefully the farm will be much quicker, much safer with this rock trick. Again, name suggestions in the comments below. This guy definitely deserves a name. He's going to be a mainstay for a while. But yeah, I will see you peeps in a little bit. And good night. There we go. And are you kidding? It's unique, but it's not an alpha. That's depressing. Ugh. And goodbye. Oh, I did get it. And goodbye, Bull Bison. There we go. No Desmo. Oh my gosh, peeps. Finally, another Giga Desmotus after a really annoying Grendel fight as well. Oh, all right, and it's female. Let's get this trapped and tamed. It's got good health as well, and we will be able to begin the Giga Desmotus breeding. Oh my gosh, that took a while. Look how many summon tokens we've accumulated, peeps. That was my Discord, by the way. Oh, all right. I'm gonna go tame this Giga Desmotus, and I will see you peeps in a little bit. All right, get in the cave, or at least in the cave. Don't you leave. Rude. Come back. Why do you just ignore me? Bruh? Hello? Thank you. There it is with 46 points into health. Honestly, more than happy with that. All we needed from a female Giga Desmo was higher health, and even though this wasn't the highest of levels, we still got the good health roll. Oh my gosh, I cannot express to you peeps how long that this has taken. Where did you eat all the kibble? I know you didn't. I dropped so much, bruh. Wait, no, I think I dropped it over here. It doesn't help that it's freaking nighttime and I can't see. You know what? I have, oh, wait, no, I need the kibble to breed them. Oh no, I need to find the excess. Where is it? All right, whatever, peeps. I can't find it. I'm just happy to have this Giga Desmo, and it's at the perfect time as well because I am just about to get off for the night. But here is our male, 49 points into health, or excuse me, melee, 46 into stamina, and then 47 into weight. And our brand new female has pretty much, I think, only good health. Yeah, only 46. Everything else is lower, but that is all we needed. Oh, all right, peeps. I have no idea what this episode is going to look like in video form. I'm worried it's going to be pretty short because most of it is just me farming champion megas, but I don't know. Maybe it'll be a full episode. Next episode, we're going to start breeding those Giga Desmotus. Name suggestions in the comments for our Dodo Rex Pygmy as well as the Rock Drake. But for now, peeps, I'm going to finally end this episode here, and I will see you all in the next one. Bye-bye.